Okay. This question talks about 7 professors J, K, L, M, N, P, and Q who teach vocational courses at a college named Pragati. Each professor teaches during exactly one out of the 3 semesters, fall, spring, or winter. Further, some information is given. K teaches during the winter semester, L and M teach during the same semester, Q teaches during either the fall semester or the spring semester. The number of professors who teach during the winter semester is twice of the number of professors who teach during the fall semester. And N and Q teach during different semesters. The same is true for J and P. Exactly one professor teaches during the spring semester. So, to solve this, what we'll do, we'll write the name of all the professors here like this: J, K, L, M, N, P, and Q. Now the possibilities for them will be either fall, spring, or winter. Now, looking at the statements of the question, we see that the first statement says that K teaches during the winter semester. So we don't have any doubt, we will directly write winter here. Fine. L and M teach during the same semester. So they have they teach during the same semester. We don't know as of now which semester is this. Could be fall, spring, or winter, any. Q teaches during either fall or spring. So for Q there are two possibilities, either fall or spring. Okay. Next, the number of professors who teach during the winter semester is twice the number of professors who teach during the fall semester. This is the key to solve this set. Look, there are 3 seasons: winter, fall, and spring. Now they are saying that the number of professors who teach in the winter is twice the number of professors who teach in the fall. That means if there are X professors who are teaching in the fall, that means there must be 2X professors who are teaching in the winter. Now, what are the possibilities for that? If X is 1, then number of professors teaching in the winter will be 2. We know that there are a total of 7 professors. So, number of professors teaching in spring will be 4. Or the second possibility is if number of professors teaching in fall are 2, in that case number of professors teaching in winter will become 4 and number of professors teaching in spring will become 1. More than 2 is not possible because in that case 3 plus 6 will become 9 and we have only 7 professors. So these are the only 2 possibilities. Now if we go to point 5, N and Q teach during different semesters. The same is true for J and P. And point 6, exactly one professor teaches during the spring. That means this is our case. One professor teaches during spring. That means this case will get cancelled out. Now there are 4 professors who are teaching in winter and 2 professors in fall and 1 in spring. Now we have to figure out who is teaching when. Now let's see. We know that in L and M are teaching in same L and M are teaching in same semester. Now the possibility for L and M are either they can teach both in winter or both can teach in fall. Now if I consider both of them are teaching in fall, then in that case Q must be teaching in spring only because in fall there are only 2 professors. If Q is teaching in spring, then J and P and N, all 3 must be teaching in winter because in winter there are 4 professors. Now the issue is it is given in point 5 that J and P teach in different semesters. So L and M cannot teach in fall. This is not possible. That means L and N are teaching in winter. Now J, N and P are as of now not known. There are several possibilities for J, N and P. This is all the information we have. Q could be either fall or could be spring. Accordingly, we can go with several possibilities. We will see that what is required in the question. Now, question 1. If J teaches during the spring, then during which semester does N teach? J is teaching for spring. So, if I go for spring here, J is teaching in spring. That means the only option left for Q will be fall. Q must be teaching in fall. And I know that J and P are teaching in different, N and Q are teaching in different. Now the option for N is either fall or winter. Since N and Q cannot teach in same, so the only option left for N will be winter. So N must be teaching in winter only. So for this question the answer is option A. Next, Each of the following contains a list of professors who can all teach during the same semester except JKM, JLM, KLP and KPQ. Now let's see. Can JKM teach in the same semester? Yes. K and M are already teaching in winter. J can also teach winter. This is a possibility. JLM. JLM. Again, it is a possibility. LM are already teaching in winter. J can also teach in winter. So, this is again a possibility. KLP. K is winter. L is winter. P it can again be a winter. I will cut this winter because this data was valid only for previous question. Fine. Next. K, P and Q. K in winter, P and Q. Now K is in winter and Q is in either fall or spring. We know that Q cannot teach in winter. So this combination is not possible. So the answer is option D. Next, in which semester does M teach? We have already seen that M teaches in winter. So for this the answer is option C, winter. Next, if Q teaches in spring, who among the following definitely does not teach in winter semester? Q teaches in spring. That means for this the case is spring. If Q teaches in spring, then who does not definitely teach in winter? We know that these three are teaching in winter. Fine. And N and Q teach in different and J and P teach in different. Fine. We know that both J and P cannot teach in fall. One of them must be teaching in fall and the other in winter. So we have got all the four people for winter and P could be the four people for winter could be either JKLM or KLM and P because one among J and P must be teaching in winter. So and the other among them is teaching in fall. So we are left with N who is supposed to teach in fall only. So N is definitely not teaching in winter and N is teaching in fall. So the answer is option C.